Australia dug in after being sent in at Adelaide Oval, finishing 4,209 at stumps as the inaugural day-night Ashes test started with showers, sledging and the dismissal of a firedup Steve Smith. Smith became Craig Overtons' maiden test scalp when he played on during the night session on day 1, triggering a jubilant celebration from the debutant paceman. England will be thrilled to have dismissed Smith and David Warner, who both swapped barbs with the visiting pacemen before falling for 40 and 47 respectively. But their inability to create any form of major collapse on Saturday will ensure Joe Root is already second-guessing his decision at the toss. Joe Root's decision to bowl was bold, and statistically unusual. Picture Getty image. Peter Hanscom and Shaun Marsh will resume on 36 and 20 respectively, having already formed an unbeaten 48-run stand. The pair had some anxious moments facing the pink ball under lights, like Smith, but the visitors failed to build sustained pressure in front of a record crowd of 55,317. The team batting first lost the previous 2 day-night tests at the venue, but it's worth nothing. Both New Zealand and South Africa's first innings finished on day 1. Even at the toss, Smith sensed this pink ball contest would be different to the action-packed and fast-moving affairs of 2015 and 2016. "I would have had a bat. It looks like a good wicket. A lot different to what we have seen in previous day-night tests at Adelaide Oval," Smith said at the toss, struggling to hide his shock when Root revealed he'd be the first skipper to bowl first in an Adelaide Ashes test since 1982. "Not as much grass, a bit harder on day 1. Shaun Marsh and Peter Hanscom depart Adelaide Oval unbeaten. Picture Getty image. The opening session lasted just 13.5 overs because of rain, with England failing to create a single chance. Warner, Cameron Bancroft 10, Usman Khawaja 53 and Smith all got in and got out. None of them scored runs with ease, but all of them faced at least 41 deliveries at the crease. Khawaja was handed a life on 44 when Mark Stoneman spilled a simple catch in the deep, while Bancroft was run out following a misfield. Smith was welcomed to the middle with a volley of verbals by England, who felt insulted by Smith's laughter in the post-match press conference that followed Australia's 10-wicket win in Brisbane. Umpire Aleem Dar regularly intervened during Smith's verbal stoushes with Stuart Broad and Jimmy Anderson. Snapshot man of the moment. Craig Overtons. It doesn't get much better for a bowler on debut than dismissing the world's #1 test batsman. The lanky paceman did just that when he rattled the stumps of Steve Smith with a sharp off-cutter in the final session. Smith's one-man show in Brisbane showed just how valuable his wicket is. And given the animosity between him and several English players, the visitors would have been particularly satisfied to cut his innings short. Key moment. Joe Root defied history and perhaps common sense by sending Australia into bat. It was the first time since December 1982 a captain had opted to bowl first in an Adelaide Oval test. Back then, it was England's Bob Willis and the Palms lost by 8 wickets. And with good reason. Only one team, the then fearsome West Indies in February 1982, has won after doing so. Root's decision was widely panned and could yet prove England's undoing. Stat of the day: the number of previous tests at Adelaide Oval where the captain elected to bowl first out of an overall 76. Summary: for a brief period in the dangerous final session after Smith joined Usman Khawaja back in the dressing room, it looked as though Root's bold decision to bowl first could pay off. But Peter Hanscom and Shaun Marsh eventually settled after a shaky start to leave the hosts in a solid position at stumps. England had just 1 over with the new ball and will need to bowl well on Sunday to limit Australia's first innings total.